Have you ever felt like you had to be perfect in order for people to love you? I'm going to read a little passage in which Sophie learns that love is, unfortunately, not always unconditional. Sophie was exceptionally bright. In addition to basic academic skills, she was learning social skills. She's just starting kindergarten, by the way. In particular, she was learning how to get along and be liked. At home, she often felt like she was in the way or a nuisance. She found it difficult to anticipate her mother's reactions on any given day. The slightest infraction could cause her mother's anger to rain down upon her. There were times, of course, when she did feel like she was good and truly wanted, but she could never maintain or sustain her mother's approval. She remembered one time when she had helped with the dishes. Her mom was so pleased and kept complimenting her on how sweet she was and how well she was doing. But then Sophie had broken one of the dishes. "Imbecile! You always mess everything up," her mother had screamed. Those words did something to her. Something inside of Sophie was beginning to break. Sadly, our caregivers and people in our life haven't worked out their own issues, right? And so they're reactive, and then we take their reactions as we're not good enough or we're not lovable. And then we bring all of that belief about ourselves into our adult relationships, and we never fully feel loved. You know, we're loved by obviously God, Source, the divine. And through that relationship, we can learn to love ourselves unconditionally. But we often imagine that people are judging us for things that they may not even be judging us for. And we can never truly receive love because we think that we have to be perfect or meet their expectations. And that can be anything from, doing things their way to thinking that I'm not pretty enough, you know. I am having a bad hair day. In fact, most days are bad hair days for me. And it's hard to get on camera on those days, I'm not going to lie. But I get to also learn, like each one of us, that I am loved unconditionally and to love myself unconditionally, even though life doesn't look the way I think it should. I don't look the way I think I should. And, if you can relate, drop a comment. And let's just all start having compassion, love for first ourselves as well as everyone else, because we're all dealing with something. See you soon.